I have no idea what, oops, I just dropped a whole bunch of them. Hey guys, welcome to the Knit Now Swatch Later podcast channel. My name is Courtney and I'm coming to you from Pennsylvania, where I live with my husband and our 2 dogs and 2 cats. This is a knitting podcast where I show you all the things that I have been knitting or crocheting in the last couple of weeks. It has been quite a while since I posted a video for you guys. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that we've been kind of going through a lot as a family, so I had to kind of step away and take a break from podcasting. I haven't had time or energy, so I'm hoping to just jump back in and start putting out more regular videos for you guys again. So in today's episode, I have a finished object to share, a giveaway winner to announce, and a couple of shop updates for you guys. So let's jump right in and get started. Links to everywhere that you can find me are in the description box down below. As always, you can find me anywhere at www.whiterosefibercompany.com. So first off, I have a finished object that I don't actually have to show you guys. I will pop a little picture of it over here somewhere. But I finished Cassie's socks, which are toddler socks that I knit for my friend's daughter. She is 5 years old, and it was fun to just knit a tiny sock for her. I used Plies and Hellhounds in the colorway Dark and Gloomy. It's kind of a gray with pops of blue, and of course there is some silver stellina in there for a little bit of sparkle that I think every 5-year-old would enjoy. Her mom said that they fit, so I'm really excited about that. And that was my first time ever knitting socks for not an adult, so that was fun, quick. I still don't really have my sock mojo back. I used to knit a pair or 2 every month, but that just has not been happening lately, so that was fun. Just a fun little sock project to kind of feel accomplished and be able to give her a pair of socks. So I need coffee. You guys always tell me that I talk really fast during the podcast, and I think that's just because I grew up watching Gilmore Girls. I'm a fast talker, and then I feel kind of out of breath because I am so out of practice. So you guys will have to be patient with me for this episode. I'm of course drinking out of my Yay Christmas pig mug. Of course it has a pig. You guys probably expect nothing less at this point. So I have a little bit of a progress update on my Halloween heart. I have not really felt like knitting color work lately, at least not on this scale. So I have Oogie Boogie marking where I was last time, and I just have this much progress. I decided I'm going to take a break from this sweater for a while, just because with my size, there's so many stitches on the needles right now, and then just doing color work, and it's not really a simple pattern to just memorize the color work, at least not for me anyway, so I don't like having to constantly look at my phone. I have my charts on Knit Companion on my phone, and I just have not been feeling knitting this lately, so I decided after I showed on the podcast today I'm going to put it away for a little while and kind of just focus on other things that I want to be working on, because this is not it right now. So I just figured I'd show it one more time before I put it away, put it on my whip cart, that. Yes, I have upgraded from a basket to a cart. If you guys have been watching the podcast for a while, you know that I had a little basket full of works in progress. Now I have a 3-tier cart with abandoned whips. So yeah, I should probably address that at some point. I've had a couple people asking if I'm going to share another whip basket type video. Yes, I have plans to do that in the near future. Hopefully it's kind of an end of the year wrap up type video. So I'll probably throw that on to my 2022 year in review video that'll be coming out end of December, early January. So keep an eye out for that if you are interested. I also have a sort of new cast on to show you guys. These, well, first of all, I do have one finished. These are my ugly Christmas sweater sock party socks. This was a knit along hosted by Hey Sister several years ago. I finished the first sock and then I just never got up the motivation to cast on the second sock. So it lingered on my whip cart for years, and now I have in my little piggy pouch from the Stitching Plaza. Let's see, this is from 2019. I have the little pin that they made. I love this pin so much. And it says 2019 on it, so that's what, 3 years ago that this has just been sitting around. So I finally cast on the second sock and I made quite a bit of progress. So when I was saying earlier that I haven't really felt like working on color work, I just meant like on a bigger scale, because obviously this is a color work sock. And I'm almost finished with the leg. I just started this part of the sock and I decided to set it aside. I got this far last night, and I was debating if I should finish the leg of the sock last night and then work on it more later, but I decided that I would not do that, because then I would probably, since I would be on the heel of the sock next, I probably would never pick it up again. So I decided to wait. I'm gonna wait until I have time to work on the rest of the leg and then start the heel and, you know, do all of that all at once so that it doesn't get abandoned again, because I know how I am when it comes to certain portions of the sock. I have trouble with casting on, I have trouble with getting through the heel, and then for some reason I have trouble doing the toes. So like those are the parts where I know that I get hung up on, and if I stop right before any of those parts, I will never pick it up again. I don't know why I am the way that I am, but that's how I am. So, and then I have another new cast on, which is in one of my Christmas bags from maybe last year. I put this in the shop. This was a very popular print and it sold out right away, so I really like just having this one around. I pulled out, there's a pair of knitting needles in here. My friend gave these to me on a knitting weekend a few weeks ago, and I just never pulled them out of my project bag. So I'm gonna put them up here. Okay. She decided to try knitting with those needles, and she said she's never doing it again. So we'll see if we can change her mind at some point. And I'll talk more about our weekend later on in this episode. But I cast on the Autumn League pullover. This is all that I have right now. I like having a sweater on the needles, but I just haven't had a lot of time to work on this. I am knitting it in Kelburn Woolens in the Scout base, which is 100% wool, and the color is Moss Heather, which is just this really pretty green. And I did a thing, you guys. If you follow me on Instagram, you've already seen this, but I went against everything that I believe in as a knitter, and I did a gauge swatch. So yeah, I actually did like the whole thing. I measured and it was off. So yeah, this is why I don't gauge swatch. It took me forever to knit this and then it was off. So I did make an adjustment to my needle size because it was off, so we'll see how it goes. I did a fun poll in my Instagram stories asking you guys if I should make a new swatch or if I should just go for it, going up a needle size and going for it. And most of you, I think like 70% of you said to just go for it. There were quite a few of you who said to do another swatch, but I did one swatch and I feel like that's plenty. I wasn't going to do it again, or I was going to not cast this on. I really wanted to cast it on. So here we are. I also have in this bag, this is a tote bag that I made when I first started the business. Some of you guys probably have one of these. They were very popular and they sold out very fast. They just weren't what I was interested in making at the time. So, and they were a different technique to how I sew my bags now. So just, yeah, these didn't stay in the shop very long. I've thought about bringing them back, but I don't know. I'm very comfortable with what I make for the shop right now. So yeah, I don't know. I've been kicking it around. If you're interested in seeing these tote bags back in the shop, comment down below and let me know. I'm super curious if, any of you have one of these bigger bags and you enjoy it, just let me know. But I started another new project because that's just who I am. This is the Fall Stripes throw blanket. Ugh, my hook fell out. Let me see where I'm at. So this is a huge throw blanket. I'm not even going to be able to fit the whole thing in the frame, but here it is. It's very long. I am knitting this as a Christmas present for my father-in-law. We found out some not great news about his health, so I am working on this as a gift for him to hopefully raise his spirits a little bit and obviously to wrap him in warmth. So hopefully I can finish this by Christmas. That's my goal. I also have this little Christmas tree progress keeper on here from Vic's Knits, and I will try to remember to link her shop in the description box down below. I'm really enjoying working on that, and I am using a ginormous hook. This is a size N 10mm. It's huge and super chunky yarn. So it is going by pretty quickly. It's an easy pattern to memorize. I think it's only like a 2-row repeat, so I'm really enjoying that, making lots of progress on it, and fingers crossed that I can finish it in time for Christmas. I don't know. I'm gonna try. All right, so that's everything that I have for projects. So I'm gonna move into acquisitions. Okay, so I mentioned earlier that I went on a girls trip with one of my childhood best friends. We've known each other for like 16 years, something like that, and we've stayed friends, so we decided to get together. She crochets and I knit and crochet, so we thought it would be fun to kind of have a knitting / reading getaway. So we met up halfway between our cities and got a hotel room, and we did some shopping and knitting and just kind of catching up. So that was a lot of fun. And of course, our first stop was a yarn store. So we went to Gwen Erin Natural Fibers, which is in Hubbard, Ohio. Here is her business card. And it was not a huge store, but it was still a fun local shop to go to. I got this little sticker that I love. It says Stash Hug, and it has a little hedgehog on it, and I just thought it was super cute. I also thought that I lost it because I could not find it while we were packing up our things in the hotel room, but I found it down in the bag that I have my blanket in, so that was a relief. And then I also got 2 skeins of yarn. These are hand dyed by Gwen Erin herself. These are on the Orla base, which is a fingering weight. Let's see, where does it say? 80% superwash merino wool and 20% nylon. It's a 4-ply sock yarn. And there is no color, but it's a really pretty purple that I thought either my husband or my friend who I went on this trip with would really enjoy in a pair of socks. And then I also got this color, which is on the same base. And I just thought this one was really pretty as well. And that's all that I got from there. I also had my Mandy's Making order come in. I got this a long time ago, but this is her handmade ornament yarn that she made for Sockmas, which started the day after Thanksgiving. So now I have both of the colors that she dyed up for this event, and I can't wait to cast something on with this yarn. I have not had a chance yet because, like I said, it's been so busy, but I love her yarn. And then the other thing that I have, it's not really an acquisition because I've already talked about it on the podcast before, but it is the 13 Days of Halloween that Sorella Yarn did. I unwrapped all the colors and I just kind of wanted to show them. They are so pretty. They are totally my color wheel, my color palette. These are just, I just wanted to show how pretty they are. I have no idea what I'm going to knit with them. She shared some Advent type patterns on her website. I didn't really like any of them, so if you guys have any suggestions for what I should knit with these 13 minis, I think the yardage ends up being like 800 yards. So if you have any ideas, let me know in the comments down below. I'm excited to see what you guys would knit with this. And then moving into books, I have read several books since the last time I podcasted, although not as many as I would have hoped, but that's okay. So I'm just going to go down through the list really quick. I read Find Your People by Jennie Allen, The Ghost Tree by Christina Henry, which is one of my favorite authors. That's her, one of her novels in the horror genre. She usually writes in fantasy, but she also kind of dabbles in horror. Both are excellent. Every Vow You Break by Peter Swanson, super good. I read what was that book? 8 Perfect, what was it? It's right here. 8 Perfect Murders, and excellent. I also really loved this book. And I'm currently reading Bring Me Back by B.A. Paris, which is so good. I wish that I had more time to read it, because if I had my way and could just sit and read uninterrupted, I would have finished that a long time ago, probably in one sitting. It's really good. Highly recommend. I did not realize that this is only her 3rd book. I read Behind Closed Doors, which I also really enjoyed, and then there's another one that I can't remember, and then this one. They're not like a series or anything, they're just in the order that she wrote them, so I might have to find her 2nd book and go back and read that, because I'm really enjoying it. I have not been disappointed in her books in any way. So yeah, that's all that I have for books. As far as like chat things go, I've kind of already talked about. We have things going on that we're just kind of dealing with as a family. So I've kind of stepped away from all of my stuff as far as the business. I'm still running the shop. It's just taking me a little bit longer to put out orders, and I had to take down the Signup listings because it was just too overwhelming at the time. So other than that though, not a whole lot has happened. The girls' weekend and Thanksgiving. I hope you guys, if you are in the States, had a wonderful Thanksgiving. We had a pretty good one. We didn't get to see all the people that we wanted to see, but the people that we did get to see, we enjoyed it. And then the fall sweater make-along, I really dropped the ball on this make-along, and I am so sorry. But I did finally draw a winner. I know that it ended like a month ago, so I'm so sorry if you've just been waiting with excitement and suspense. But the winner I will put at the bottom of the screen is Read Play Crochet. She was one of our Instagram entries. She was actually the only Instagram entry, which I thought was funny, that was the one to get drawn. So yeah, I just put everybody's name into a random generator, and that was the winner. So make sure to contact me. Send me an email at knitnowswatchlater.com or knitnowswatchlater@gmail.com. Oh my gosh, I'm so out of practice. And send me your mailing information and just get in touch with me, and I will send you your prize. So yeah, like I said, I really dropped the ball. I didn't even finish the yoke of my sweater for the make-along, so I was super excited to see all of your finished projects and just kind of living through that. I don't really have anything else to say about that. In the new year, I'm planning on having more regular make-alongs, and I have some plans already in the works. I'm trying to get better about planning ahead for my business so that I kind of know what's going on and like when to arrange prizes and whatnot. So I did send more details about upcoming make-alongs in the newsletter that I sent out yesterday. So if you are not already signed up for our newsletter, please make sure that you do that by going to whiterosefibercompany.com and clicking on the newsletter sign up link there. I try to send out a newsletter once a month with just kind of an overview of what's going on over at White Rose Fiber Company. I include, like I said, information about upcoming make-alongs and upcoming prints that are being added to the shop. So if you're interested in all of that, make sure that you sign up. For shop update news, I do have a shop update coming up soon, which is going to be December 2nd at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will have 2 new Christmas prints and another very small round of Signup bags in the shop. I ran out of lining fabric, so if you are still interested in a Signup bag, let me know in the comments down below, and I will consider ordering more lining to try and get a couple more bags out before the end of the year if there is enough interest in that. But let's talk about the bags that I have coming to the shop. I've already showed kind of a sneak peek on Instagram of this bag. I am calling this the Ugly Christmas Sweater bag, and this is just my standard medium-sized project bag with the handle. As always, there is the Rose Progress Keeper on the zipper, and the inside is this really fun like Christmas wrapping ribbon, and there is a little tag inside that says, you know, the like to and from, and I just thought this was really cute, and it was also kind of ugly, so I thought that it went with the theme here. Obviously I don't think it's ugly, I think it's cute, but in the realm of like ugly Christmas sweaters, I thought it was perfect for the inside of this bag. And then I also have a more traditional prints. I love offering a Christmas tree type bag every year. So this one I am calling Vintage Christmas Trees, which again, it has the handle and I really like the gold bulbs on these trees. And then on the inside, I just have a very light gray snowflake print. I don't know if you can see it, but there are just little white snowflakes all across this fabric on the inside. And I really love this one. Every year I keep a Christmas tree bag because these are my favorites. So these will be in the shop, made to order, Friday, December 2nd at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure that you keep an eye on that if you were interested in one of these bags. And then that is everything that I have to talk about this episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like this episode and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I try to put out a new episode every 2 weeks, so until next time, happy knitting. Bye!